Good evening. Please be seated. Welcome to the Fall 2020 and Winter 2021 Commencement Ceremony for Hondros College of Nursing. My name is Kelly Kavanaugh, and I'm the Campus Director at the Westerville campus. Today begins another new chapter in your life story. It is a day full of excitement and anticipation of what the future will be. You have worked very hard to get to this moment. There have been many hours of studying, long days and nights to fulfill your commitment to the program. You have seen each other, your classmates, more than you've seen your family members. Many of you began this chapter several years ago, and today is a celebration of your success. As you look back over the reasons why you came to Hondros and what brought you to nursing, I believe you will agree that it is your genuine commitment to make a difference and to contribute to your society. What the last year has shown us is that we need nurses now more than ever, and your willingness to go through nursing school during a pandemic does not go unnoticed. Some of you kind of started before it all happened, and some of you said, now's the time for me to get this going, and here I am today. So congratulations, because we know we threw a lot of curves, and every single time you stepped up and got it done. So congratulations. This is your day. It's a new chapter in your life story. It's your graduation. Let us celebrate your success and your accomplishments, and sincerely, my congratulations to all of you. At this time, it's my honor to bring to the stage our fall class speakers. These individuals were voted on by their classmates. For the fall LPN cohort, Ashley Haynes.
Hello to everybody. I'm honored to be here today to be one of the class speakers for the graduating classes of 2020 and 2021. I would like to just give a special thank you to all of the families, friends, faculty, administrators for their support that we received during our time in this program. And I just want to kind of say a few words to the graduating class. We all started nursing school with the same goal in mind. We stayed focused on our goal, and we were disciplined and overcame every obstacle that came our way. One huge obstacle being the pandemic, or COVID-19, and it changed everything, and it was extremely difficult trying to focus on school while adjusting to things like switching to online classes or trying to focus at home while we have our children at home with us. That's something everybody had to get used to. But we made it through, and we have all blossomed into amazing nurses. We have accomplished the goal, and a new chapter in our lives is beginning. As nurses, we have a unique perspective. We have a true understanding of how precious life is. This perspective is a gift. And no matter how big or small the gesture or situation may be, we make a difference every day in someone's life. We will help give patients the ability to live their lives to the fullest, and we will be a light for them during the darkness. We will guide them, be their hope, and we will comfort them during their pain and sorrow. Always believe in yourselves and your ability to make an impact and to create change. I just want to say congratulations to both the classes of 2020 and 2021, and I'm proud of everyone and to be a part of this graduating class. Thank you.
For the LPN evening cohort, Taylor Stewart.
Hi. When I was growing up, my mom's favorite saying was, "Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger." I never realized just how true that statement was until I experienced nursing school during a pandemic. Not only is nursing school notoriously hard work, we had to work even harder to get where we are. We've had to be more adaptable. We all had certain plans and expectations of nursing school that we had to let go of. Now, that's not to say that there haven't been any positives about school during a pandemic. I mean, who doesn't like to be able to take lectures without pants on? But really, it's hard not to feel like we missed out on a lot. I know I was really looking forward to all the hands-on learning during clinical days, but we only got 4. And while that was interesting, it wasn't enough to make us feel confident. So we adapted. We found nurses to shadow or got PRN jobs to gain the confidence. We've also had to go back and forth between on campus and Zoom so much this year. And for many of us, especially those of us with little kids at home, Zoom is not the easiest way to learn. So we adapted. We learned ways to make it work for us, even if that meant locking ourselves in the bathroom to get a few minutes of quiet. We had to work harder for that connection with our peers. We didn't get the same face-to-face time on campus with our classmates that classes before us have had. We weren't allowed to get together after classes for study groups, and we had to find new ways to connect, and we did. We got to know each other before we ever met in person. We created group chats and Zoom study sessions with anyone we could find. The biggest lesson I've learned is that you can't get through nursing school alone. You have to have people who know what you're going through. You need people to encourage you when you want to give up. You need people who see the strengths in you that you can't see in yourself. My classmates here at Hondros have become some of my closest friends. And while there may have been some group chat spats during some of the more stressful times, 4th term, I'm thankful that I got to know all of them. We've had to want it more. We all experienced loss this year. So many of us have lost jobs, lost stable childcare, or even lost loved ones to this pandemic, but we've pushed through it. I'm in awe of the determination that I've seen from my classmates. One person who's here with us today lost her grandfather to COVID during finals week in term 3. She still showed up that evening and got through her exams. She refused to let anything get in the way of her dream of becoming a nurse, and I know that her grandfather would be so proud of her. To say that I'm proud to be counted amongst these women is an understatement. Each and every one here has taken the obstacles that have been thrown at them and used them as an opportunity for growth. I have no doubt that you'll all make incredible nurses, and I'm excited to see where you go from here. If it's true that whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, then you guys are the strongest people I know.
And for the fall ADN day cohort, Marquita Broomfield.
All right. Good evening, graduates, staff, family, and friends. My name is Marquita Broomfield, and I'm a graduate of the ADN class of December 2020. I had the pleasure of getting to know many of you during the 15 months of the ADN program. You all know me to be loud, a little crazy, and very outspoken, and somehow you still chose me to be your class speaker. I honestly thought you guys were trying to punk me because if you know me, you know I can shake a room up. But I'm more than honored, and I'm gonna keep it cute today. I'm nervous. First, I would like to say that this past year has been extremely unconventional. With nursing school already being filled with many changes, we have all had to deal with the world coming to a halt in March 2020. This pandemic has not only been scary, but very challenging. Many of us were STNAs and LPNs and had to care for COVID-19 patients. We were full-time students, and we also had to become full-time teachers for our children. To say I have gained an appreciation for the patience needed to teach would be an understatement. So thank you to our instructors for adapting to virtual learning and being there for us every step of the way, even though some of you were not tech savvy. We love them anyways. Throughout this process, I have grown to know and love many of you. We have learned about each other's spouses, children, parents, and even pet babies. We've become a family. We know each other's weaknesses, and most importantly, we know each other's strengths. So let me talk about some of our strengths. Everybody's not here, but Mallory, thank you for your very neat, consistent notes. Wendy, your compassion and positive spirit is unmatched. Crystal, your flashcards may have gotten me through first and second term. Christy and Lauren, your study guides were the truth right before an exam. Maisha had 30-page debriefings that helped us through 243. Nikki basically held my hand over the phone as I cared for a dying patient. I didn't know what to do, and she helped me, walk me through it every step of the way. Godwin, without you, simulation technology would have been a no-go. Shara, thank you for being super sweet and encouraging. Marshall and Louise, thank you for keeping me on my toes with those high grades. And Matt, his super math skills and his naughty, dirty acronyms that helped us pass A&P. And who can forget about the class rebel? That is me. Y'all know I got kicked out of lab and sent to the principal's office. Twice. 2 times. Shout out to my cellmates, Crystal and Christy over here. But all jokes aside, you all know I didn't play about my classmates or my grades. Y'all know that. After going through so much this year, many of us has questioned if we really wanted to be nurses. But look at us. We're still standing. We've shown strength, resilience, dedication, and most importantly, compassion. Compassion for those fighting against the pandemic and compassion for one another. And with that, I know we will all be amazing nurses. Thank you, God, for letting us get through. And thank you to my husband, my children, and all of our family and supporters. And I want to leave you with one famous nursing acronym, ABC. No, not airway, breathing, and circulation. But always be ready for change. We did that, y'all. Thank you.
The campus is definitely quieter right now. We miss you. We miss all of you. We do. Okay, winter 2021 class speakers. The LPN Day cohort, Bree Geisinger.
Good evening. First of all, I want to know whose idea was to make me follow her. Not fair. So, when I first agreed to do this speech, I think I forgot about the fact that I actually had to come up with something to talk to you guys about. And this being my first time, because I can assure you, I was not doing this at my high school graduation. I had no idea what to talk about. So, I began thinking back on this entire journey over the last 12 months, and what a journey it has been. I was reflecting on the things that I had heard about nursing school. You know, it's hard. You're going to cry, you're going to have breakdowns, you're going to want to quit, and you're going to want to punch your computer probably during every exam. But I'm not here to tell you guys about everything that you already know. I want to talk to you about the one thing that I was not told that actually ended up having the biggest impact on me. You know, nursing school is a funny thing. And before you guys all start slouching down in your chairs and saying, get this brought off stage, because there is nothing funny about nursing school. You're right. So hear me out. We walk into lecture on that first day, not knowing anybody from Adam. We don't know their names. All we know is we're dressed alike, and we all have on white shoes. We don't know names. We don't know where anybody comes from. We don't know their background. We don't know if they're a single parent. We don't know if they have raised all their children and they are now chasing their own dreams. Or perhaps they're there because they know that is the only way out of a situation they are in. And so as we slowly begin to talk to one another and build those friendships, we ultimately begin to break down walls. And for me, it was befriending, can't look over there, I'm gonna look at you guys. It was befriending the young girl in the class who I looked at as a little sister to me, until the day that she told me that you're almost old enough to be my mom. So then I was like, okay, I began questioning every decision I had ever made in life. Then there was the girl that, had I met her in high school, I would have literally crossed to the other side of the hallway to avoid her because I thought she was scary. But come to find out, she would be the first girl to go to bat for me if I ever needed it, without questions asked. Then there was the girl that went from nights to days halfway through the program, and we began to bond over the fact that we both had kids. We both had a husband who probably couldn't find a box of Cheez-Its in an empty pantry. And then we began to bond over the fact that we both have anxiety. And let me tell you, there's nothing like bonding over anxiety medication. And then for me, it was the girl that I developed an immense amount of respect for because she'd not been in the country long. And nursing school was hard. And I thought about how hard it was for me, and then I thought about her having to translate everything from English to her language to fully understand what they were asking and what they were saying. And let me tell you what, she kicked nursing school's ass. And forgive me, Lord, we were in your house, but bottom line, that's all there is to it. So when I look back on this entire journey, I wish that somebody would have told me that I'm not going to do it. Dark times are going to come, period. You're going to face some loss. But I was also going to find right? I was also going to find girls that would be willing to meet me in those dark times and pull me back out to the light. So I don't know where anybody is going when they walk out those doors tonight. I have no idea if this is the first step in your journey or you have hit your goal and you are done. But what I do know is we are all going to come into contact with people we don't know. And I challenge you, don't let society cripple you from crossing those lines, to reaching across the aisle, to build those friendships so strong and on such a firm foundation that you inspire others. Because as nurses, we have the opportunity to not only inspire, but to make an impact and to change lives. So when you're thinking about this, don't just be afraid to reach across that line. Blur the lines. Make them go away. Because what's going to happen is you're going to find friendships that are meant to last a lifetime, and you're going to ultimately inspire others to do the same. So in closing tonight, I want to say congratulations to everybody sitting out there in those caps and gowns tonight. You guys look beautiful and handsome. And then I also want to say congratulations to all these people behind us because they survived us and they're still breathing to tell the stories. So tonight, I want you guys to take it all in. Take pictures, take time, and pause for a minute and just think about how this feels. And then continue to hustle until your haters are asking if you're hiring. Thanks.
And for the ADN Day cohort, Lexi Schwaske.
We did it! All right. Hey everyone. It's a great honor to be able to speak on behalf of my graduating classmates. I'd first like to start out by thanking our instructors who have created us as nurses and prepared us for the field by sharing their knowledge and wisdom. Thank you for being there for us whenever we need it, or PRN. We will not miss the 3-hour debriefing forums, or the diaphoresis, tachycardia, and hypertension related to an upcoming lab simulation, Anthony. And thank God that we never have to create and turn in another concept map. But
we will miss this journey and we'll reflect back on it in the future. The first time we massage the fundus of a hemorrhaging mother, we'll think of Miss Kathy. The first time we have a patient with crushing chest pain and ST elevations on their ECG, we'll think of Miss Karen. Along with many other instructors, you'll be in the back of our minds. And for Miss Sullivan, who has confirmed that Pepsi, Doritos, and Oreos are part of an acceptable diet. We'll wake up every day and go to work as nurses. We'll wake up every day and we'll go to work and introduce ourselves to our patients as their registered nurse and not their registered nursing student, which may take some time to get out of the habit of, at least for me. I know that as graduates wish that our families could be here to witness this ceremony as a tribute to our success. But then something crossed my mind. Over the last year and a half, we've spent more time together than we have with our own families. In study groups, lab times, clinical hours, and in class. We've picked each other up when we were down and offered help and support to our classmates who were struggling. And then we cheered each other on and celebrated victories together with every small success along the way. The people in this room can understand without explanation the hard work that it took to get us to where we are now. We shared it all together. It took dedication, discipline, and sacrifice. Nursing school is hard enough, and then we got caught in the middle of a pandemic. We demonstrated grace, resilience, adaptability, and flexibility. We did everything it took to be able to be here in this moment that we're all sharing together today. We did it. Graduation isn't the end, it's the beginning. As I wrap up this speech, I wanted to include just a few tips that we've learned to always remember as we go out into the real world of nursing. Cloudy, clear, clear, cloudy. Red thermometers do not go in patients' mouths. Gown, mask, goggles, gloves. And our ABCs of priority, alcohol, booze, and cocktails. Congratulations to us. I'm so proud of all of us, and I wish us much luck on our nursing endeavors.
For the ADN evening program, Annie Woods.
I was hoping I didn't prepare for nothing and didn't hear my name. Good evening. I'm Annie Woods of the Fall 2020 RN Night Cohort. I'm a little surprised that I'm up here because I have an issue with mumbling. I have a tendency to be sarcastic, and I'm known to have no filter. But I'll be good. This is my first time speaking in public like this. I am proud of everyone, and I know everyone is on their own journeys, but I did it right to speak specifically to my classmates and the folks in the day program that we were together and on the same track. We did it. We made it happen. It happened. And one thing every nurse knows is if it isn't documented, it didn't happen. So I was going to document a little bit about what happened. Most of us came into first term as strangers. There were a few people who had done their LPN program at Hondros and knew each other. And then I brought a +1 to nursing school who's not here this evening, but I did elicit a friend because I knew I couldn't do it by myself. I think we started with 22. We fumbled through Tanners, noticing, interpreting, responding, and reflecting. We sweat bullets in biology practicals. And remember that one test, at least just my night buddies, that we all failed? I think every single one of us failed. If someone didn't fail, they lied, so we wouldn't be mad at them. In second term, we argued over whether to round up or drop at the end of a number in calculations and dosages. We grew to love Dr. Hawken, who added a Sunday afternoon lab because none of us could do another time. And we answered yes in unison when we were asked repeatedly, "Wait, all of you guys work full-time?" I thought we'd written all that on our application, but the instructors seemed to be baffled. As the world began to understand that a pandemic was upon us, many businesses and services ceased, but not nursing school. Our third term was switched to a totally virtual program, an option none of us would have otherwise chosen. But we managed. We struggled to grasp OB, while Ms. Kathy struggled to grasp how to conduct a Zoom class. I still have the screenshot of the veal chop mind that she was writing with the mouse, and it was just, I felt like, oh my gosh, if this is what we're dealing with, how are we going to make it? But she did whatever she had to do for us to get it, and she really did. It was like chicken scratch, but with only 8 of us pulling through the 4th term, we learned that babies are not just miniature adults. In psych, we self-diagnosed ourselves and our family members, or at least I did. And we would come to see that some of us are better than others at role play. Meaning in our simulations, I swear sometimes it looked like an episode of the Three Stooges, and it sounded like a loop recording of Who's on First. By the time we came into our 5th and final term, we all knew failing wasn't an option. Our friend and family relationships were wearing thin, and people needed us back home. More important, the nurses who'd been holding down during COVID needed us to jump in. Ms. Carroll taught us how to break apart a SATA or select all the apply question. And she told us over and over again until we believed it. What did she tell us? What did she say? You got this. You got this. We heard that so much that I actually put my own little twist on it and had it put on a piece of jewelry that I gave to each of my classmates so they wouldn't forget. If you're curious on what the little twist was, you can ask someone afterwards, but I can't say it up here. I need to acknowledge a classmate for a good chunk of what I have just documented for you, who, when I told her I was having a rough few weeks, helped me get an outline together for what to say to you right now. Thank you, Shelley Donaldson. In closing, I have to say that act, her helping me, is truly the epitome of who we have been to each other, who we have been as a group. Though not best friends, when one fell down, someone, or sometimes everyone, lended a hand to help. Like when you see those marathoners carrying a fellow runner across the finish line when they're injured, it felt like that. That spirit of helping and giving is what will make everyone here, the LPNs and the RNs, great nurses, because that's what we do. We give and we help. Now that school is over, I've been able to do some pleasure reading, which I could not do while I was in school. And I came across a Khalil Gibran quote that I thought was fitting. In his poem, The Prophet, he says, "There are those who give little of the much which they have, and there are those who give much of the little that they have." I think I said it wrong, but and give it all. And that's what we all do. That's what nurses do. And I know you only have a little, because you have little sleep, and you have little food in your belly. You have little money, because we all owe it to Hondros. Your student loans. And you may have little respect in your house, considering you've probably become a crazy person trying to make it through nursing school. But in all seriousness, in all sincerity, I wanted to say something that I could not have said when I finished LPN school 23 years ago. To Katie and Anna and Brian and Megan, Shelly, and Deidre's not here. I really and truly would let any of you take care of me or my family member, and I mean that. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Okay. Now we will have the presentation of awards, and Assistant Director of Nursing Kim Hoffman will present.
Thank you, and congratulations to everybody. Clinical Achievement Award. This award is given to a student that exemplifies outstanding clinical knowledge and nursing expertise in caring for patients. This student combines superior clinical knowledge and expert skills to provide exemplary patient care. This student possesses superior nursing skills and is knowledgeable about current nursing and healthcare issues. Now, Fall 2020 LPN Day, Nisana Biswa. For Fall 2020 LPN Evening, it's Ashley Johnson. Fall 2020 ADN Day, Godwin Ijawaman. Fall 2020 ADN Evening is Deidre Graves. For Winter 2021 LPN Day is Dina Jackson. Winter 2021 LPN Evening, Abigail Dump. Abigail Dump. Haley Woolner for Winter 2021 ADN Day. Jesus.
Okay, so we have the Hondros Nurse Rising Star Award. This award is given to a student who has consistently demonstrated exceptional leadership skills, actively advocates for patients and their families, and inspires others to do and be their best at all times. This student demonstrates a high level of enthusiasm and strives to establish an excellent rapport with peers, patients, faculty, and staff through a genuine understanding of human nature, inspirational leadership, and a caring and responsible attitude. For the Fall 2020 LPN Day, she's not here. For the Fall 2020 LPN Evening, Daniel Asari Aniamandu. For the Fall 2020 ADN Day, Wendy Orton. Fall 2020 ADN Evening, Amy Kirk. Winter 2021 LPN Day, Haley Geisinger. Winter 2021 LPN Evening, Brittany Peacher. Winter 2021 ADN Day, Peggy Rizvidzo. So the next award we're going to present is the Nightingale Award. This award is given to a student that exhibits a love for learning and a passion for being a nurse. This student has consistently demonstrated self-motivation, going above and beyond normal role demands to make a difference and effect change. This student shows excellence in clinical skills and reasoning, interacts professionally with others, and is always motivated to go the extra mile. This student actively supports the mission and values of Hondros College and exemplifies all the qualities of a Hondros nurse. Fall 2020 LPN Day, Sydney Ray. Fall 2020 LPN Evening, Betsy Neighborgall. Fall 2020 ADN Day, Marchanel Andres. Fall 2020 ADN Evening, Annie Woods. Winter 2021 LPN Day, Emily Bonzo. Winter 2021 LPN Evening, Rebecca Cornell. Thank you. Winter 2021 ADN Day, Alexandria Shabovsky. The next award and final is our Nurse Scholar Award. This award of high honors is presented to the graduate who has demonstrated outstanding accomplishments in scholarship and academic achievement. This award reflects overall exemplary academic achievement and is given to the student with the highest GPA in their class. Fall 2020 LPN Day, Madison Orndorff. Fall 2020 LPN Evening, Betsy Nabergall. Fall 2020 ADN Day, Marshall Andres. You earned that one. Fall 2020 ADN Evening, Anna Dilworth. Winter 2021 LPN Day, Mater Tesfaye. Winter 2021 LPN Evening, Taylor Stewart. She did. Our Winter 2021 ADN Day is a tie. Yep. First, Alexandria Shabovsky. And Relindez, Mbunye Zincha Epsa Estoba. Is this next? Next, is it?
Yeah, well, you're supposed to read it. I'll stay with you. It's about penny. Then we'll get started.
So now we're going to do the reading of the meaning of the nursing pen. The nursing penning tradition. There's a meaningful history behind the tradition of a penning ceremony. In the 1860s, Florence Nightingale believed in acknowledging a job well done, and the Nightingale School of Nursing in London began to award a badge to represent a medal of excellence to the hardest working nursing graduates. By 1916, the nursing penning tradition started and became a tradition in England and the United States. The badge awarded at the ceremony symbolized educated women who were prepared to serve the health needs of society. Eventually, every school of nursing designed and awarded a customized pen to their graduates. Today, nursing schools continue to conduct penning ceremonies to symbolize the journey through nurses training, meeting the educational requirements, and crossing over to the nursing profession. Graduates of Hondros College of Nursing, wear your Hondros College of Nursing pin proudly. What an accomplishment. Congratulations.
All right. Okay, here we go. Will the candidates who are to receive a diploma in practical nursing please rise? Dr. Lawson, on behalf of the faculty, the registrar has certified the candidates who are present have completed all of their academic requirements and are entitled to receive their diploma.
Now, by virtue of the authority invested in Hondros College of Nursing, I now confer upon each and every one of you the respective academic degree for which you have been presented with all the rights, privileges, and responsibility. Congratulations.
Candidates, please come to the stage. Brittany Preacher. Rebecca Cornell. Dina Lynn Jackson. Sabrina Oden. Ashley Blevins. Bree Geisinger. Emily Bonzo. Samira Muse. Watch. Mahader Tesfi. Molly Howard. Alicia Willis. Ashley Haynes. Taylor Stewart. Jessica Stoles. Abigail Dunphy. Crystal Theodore. Jamelia Holman. Cashmere Brown. Congratulations. Will the candidates who are to receive an associate degree in nursing please rise? Ms. Kramer, on behalf of the faculty, the registrar has certified the candidates who are present have completed all of their academic requirements and are entitled to receive their respective degrees.
Now, by virtue of the authority vested by Hondros College of Nursing, I confer upon each of you the respective academic degree for which you have been recommended with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Candidates, please come to the stage.
Jamie.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Marie Olang. Sharia Dillon. My apologies, Shara Dillon. Wendy Orton. Jonathan Erkfitz. Haley Wellner. Christy Johnson. Marquita Broomfield. Emily Boyd. Annie Josephine Woods. Anna Dilworth. Katie Kirk. Megan Alexander. Shelley Donaldson. Brian McEnany. Joy Otaris. Peggy Rogito. Relindis Zencha. Lexi Schwaske. Mariah Bernice Selu. Marshneil Andres. Marianne Aduwab. Anthony Neiswanger. Ashley Marie Clark. Lisa Thomas. Congratulations, everybody. Okay, we provided you a rose tonight. We have done this rose ceremony for quite some time. Obviously, things are a little different in this year of COVID. So I just want you to know that that rose is for you to take and give to that person in your life that stood right behind you, even though they weren't sitting in class every day, that made a difference, okay? So whether you give that to yourself, you give that to a family member, you give it to a faculty, whoever was that person that was standing right behind you the whole way, that's the purpose of the rose. All right. We ask that the deans and ADONs come to the stage.
So if you guys will all stand, please. On your brochure that you have, your pamphlet, the Florence Nightingale Pledge is on that. We're going to say that together. If there were any other nurses in the audience, if we had an audience here, all the nurses would be saying this with us as well. Here we go. I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to faithfully practice my profession of nursing. I will do all in my power to make and maintain the highest standards and practices of my profession. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping in the practice of my calling. I will assist the physician in his work and will devote myself to the welfare of my patients, my family, and my community. I will endeavor to fulfill my rights and privileges as a good citizen and take my share of responsibility in promoting the health and welfare of the community. I will constantly endeavor to increase my knowledge and skills in nursing and to use them wisely. I will zealously seek to nurse those who are ill wherever they may be and whenever they are in need. I will be active in assisting others in safeguarding and promoting the health and happiness of mankind. Please remain standing.
All right, it is now that time we're going to turn the tassel, but I always like to tell you what the tassel represents. So as you all came in, your tassel's currently on the right side. In just a minute, I'm going to have you turn your tassel, and you will then move it to the left, which symbolizes you going from a candidate to a graduate. And I say in nursing, it's on the left because that's where our heart is, and that's where nursing's near and dear. So it is now time, graduates, to turn your tassel. So on behalf of Dean Kramer, myself, all of Hondros Westerville campus, we could not be more proud of you and all that you've achieved. And we are so glad that you chose us to share in your educational journey. Have a wonderful evening. Go out there and do great.